Hi everybody, or whoever's joining. Just getting set up here. If you give us a moment, we're hoping to stay connected. We're hoping not to go pixely. We're praying for the best here. Just give me a second. I am on my phone. Our internet was fixed, but apparently not fully fixed and should be by Monday. But I do have a story about my internet. Hold on. Hi to all that are joining in. Hi, my Shelly. How are you? And Carol. I'm going to tell the same story I told in our private group that we have about the internet and my mix-ups in my internet. And I don't know if anyone else knows this, but do you know that plugging in some of your electrical stuff can really affect your internet? I have discovered that. So just give me a second here. I'm just bringing up on my computer screen because I'm on my phone. No. There we go. Just so I can see the questions and stuff that are coming up. Okay. So I'm not going to be kind of following the people that are asking for cards so much, but I am going. Tracy is on my side over here, so Tracy is going to be following the cards. Who's asking for cards? So once again, she's writing down all the names, and whoever I'm drawing to, or whoever's getting drawn through the channel will be given the cards tonight, same as always. I will be doing some cards tonight, though, not just doing some life coaching stuff. I will be doing a little bit more of the card. Hi to everyone who's commenting. Hello, my Beatrice Reed. I just seen you join in. I have to tell you, Beatrice, I am loving your pictures that you're posting on your page or on your Facebook group. Love the pictures you're posting. I look every day to see what you're posting, and I love how you do the little captions and the stories and stuff that goes with it. It just fills my heart to watch you do what you do. So thank you for that, Beatrice. Yes, Shelly, you just spelt it wrong. There's no E in her name. She corrects me all the time. Hi, Tina. I'm just allowing people to join in just because there's so many people joining really quickly here. So before I start, I was just letting people join in. So I'm on my phone and not on my big computer screen. So it kind of throws me off a little bit to be on my phone. I don't know why, but it just throws me off. But I'm here, and the internet, I'm hoping, will not go pixely. We are in the process of getting things fixed, but of course, as most people know, I am moving. So where I'm moving, I've already been in contact with TELUS, and I have the best internet that you could possibly have being put into my new home that I'm moving into. So we won't run into those problems. I don't know if that was just a message or if that just popped up on my screen. Something about me leaving. I didn't tell somebody that I'm leaving. I'm not leaving Slave Lake. I'm moving part-time, and I'm still going to be in Slave Lake working. Still be here 3 days a week and 1 week in a month. Not so many of the weekends in the summer, just because I just don't do a lot of workshops and stuff so much in the summertime because it's a short period of time. But I'm not leaving Slave Lake altogether. So I'll still be here. So anyway, back to the internet for a moment. So we had a light or Mom did, in her living room. And from the time I've moved in and I've been doing these lives, I've had all these problems with the internet that she really wasn't noticing. But apparently everybody in this block have been having problems with the internet, and what they call getting noise, right? So come to find out, they've been weeks working on this problem. Well, the problem is a light that keeps getting turned on and plugged into the living room here in this house. Something in the electrical in the light throws the internet. And so every time I'm on live, that light was always plugged in. So that was part of the problem. So now we have that fixed. Now we're just waiting till Monday. They're upgrading the internet in my mother's house. But I'll be moving out of this bedroom and back into a real office space. June the 8th will be my move date, and then June the 15th I'll be fully moved in. So after that point, my lives will not be interrupted anymore the way they have been interrupted. And I'm so sorry, guys. And thank you for your patience as you've been sticking with me and watching through the pixely and watching us having to switch and change videos. And so we're hoping tonight will be okay. And let's hope that it stays good while we're in here. So this past week, or last weekend, I wasn't on my live because I was in Toronto. And as many people were following and watching, that I was posting pictures of being with Colette Baron Reed Tracy, the CEO of Hay House. Posting a picture of me and John Holland, who's a wonderful medium. I was meeting all these fabulous people, and I went to this event as a writer's workshop, and there was all kinds of Hay House University courses and stuff happening, but I was at the writer's workshop for the book that I'm writing. And I always say there's one thing that we should never be surprised about in life, is that we always end up in the perfect place that we are supposed to be to learn the lessons that we need to learn. And so we think we're in a place for a certain reason, like, oh, I'm here because I'm here to get the knowledge about writing my book, or I'm here to learn this or learn that. And then life gives us that little, whoop. Hi, Jessica. Happy Sunday. And Gail. Love you, Corey. Don't go too far. No, Gail. I'm not going too far. Don't worry. And by the way, Gail, you also have a house in Edmonton, so you'll still be able to see me as well when I'm in the city, because I'm only in Leduc. And so while I was there, I had this aha kind of slap in the head kind of moment and realization of things that I've been working on myself, and just kind of getting through that, and really just letting go of the kind of trying to control. Ashley, I planned on going to Las Vegas Writers Workshop, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go. I want to so bad. Yes, Ashley, maybe you will be able to go. That's not till November. I think it is November. You have till November. How do you know you won't be able to go? That's way too far ahead. Put it out to universe. Put yourself on the Hay House website. Put a little thing in the wish list saying that in your wish list that you're going to go. The first Hay House event I ever went to, I had in my wish list, I put in there that I wanted to go, but I didn't think I had the money to go because it was expensive. And boom, I was there. So it can happen. So, but while I was there, I was just like going through some changes in myself and in my writing, being really stuck in some of my writings, and I was deleting my book and kind of starting over, and just I didn't want to write from the place I was writing from. And so I'm sitting there, and one of the women who had wrote this book, her name was Nancy, and so she was talking, and all on my page I kept writing worthy. And when she finished, she said, I'm going to read a poem from my book. When she opened up her book was, that's Tracy coughing and sneezing over here, that it was worthy. The book was worthy, and had the importance of being worthy and our financial net worth, and putting all of that together. And that was exactly what I had been working on, is that in order to be able to put a book out there, and actually I think this relates to you too. So in order to be able to put ourselves out there, and in order to be able to make the leaps and jumps that we need to make for the changes that we're making in our lives, that sometimes what holds us back is financial. And I can't afford this, or I can't see myself being able to have the money to do this, or I don't have this. And so when we're talking like that about ourselves, if we're talking in such an unloving way, we're coming from a place of not being authentic and true to our true selves, of knowing and trusting and believing in spirit that hey, if we could put our intentions into wanting the things, or the things that we want to be in our lives, that with the right connections, the right alignments, the money will be there, and we will be at the right places. And so just knowing that sometimes we have to step back and look, what is holding us back from our financial freedoms? What's holding us back from just freedom in general? And part of that is our childhood issues. As we were joking about at Hay House, was that if we didn't have parents, if we didn't have family, where would any of our problems have ever come from? Or where would any of our stories and jokes have ever had come from? Right? Is that we have been through so much in our lives that this is what creates these things. And so that often the stories that our parents had in finances and not being worthy or those type of things, we've carried with us. And so we're often putting in those little tidbits into our life, right? And it's like, oh, I can't afford that. Well, how do you know? It hasn't even happened yet. Or, well, my parents never had money, so I'll never have money. Or I was always taught that I'm not, we're just common folk. Well, there's no class and there's no common folk. There's no lower folk. There's no nothing. There's just folk. So you're just people. And that we can be whatever we want to be, and we can financially grow and change. And that it sometimes takes having to get to the reality and have to face the reality that you've been pulling with you, or that you've been living in, and that you've been ignoring parts of your life. And parts of what you've been ignoring are the things that we don't want to love about ourselves. We don't want to like about ourselves. We don't want to look at the uglies of the debt we've created, or the blocks we have, or that sometimes we're just too damn tight to spend our money. And so we've held ourselves back because we're hoarding up this money. Like we just want to hoard it up and just wait for opportunities to come, or the someday. The someday I'm going to retire. When I retire, I'll have all this money. Well, what if you never lived to see that day, and you've let so many things pass by in your life that you really wanted to do, but you've been waiting to hit 55, waiting to hit 60, waiting to hit 65. What if you never lived to see those days, right? So sometimes it's taking a jump and a leap and a faith into making those decisions for now and fixing the problems that are there now. And the more that you fix those little things in life, the more that life starts to just become better around us. Hi, my Carrie. And another one of my Edmonton friends who's happy I'm going to be in Leduc. So when I was making my decision to move, I never thought for one moment of how it was going to happen. I just bought the red couch, right? As I was talking about a few weeks ago. I just bought the red couch, and I didn't know where the red couch was going. I just knew I was going to make a move. So as I started to look at houses, I looked at the first house, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice house, but I don't know. And then I sent out all these emails to all these people for houses, and I'm like, where, I hope I hear back from this house or that house, because that might be more affordable, or this might be. And the house, hi Blaine. And so the house that I heard back from was the very first house that I had looked at, and it was the very first house that kept popping up. And when he contacted me, he just said, "Can you come look Thursday?" Well, it happened to be the day that I was flying out to Toronto to go to the Hay House events. So I looked at one house, one decision, one signing, one lot of papers to move into a home that I never thought for 1 minute how everything else was going to happen. I just went into that hole trusting and moving forward. Maybe to get a different couch. I like my damn new couch. But what I've discovered is that buying the red couch was that I have 2 other big chairs that got to go in the living room, and now I have all this living room furniture stuff that I'm like, oh, I don't know where all this furniture is now going. But it's like, it was like I never thought about all the other things that were building up. And when I hit Toronto, and when I got in the class in the morning, and I sat down in the morning in the writer's workshop, everything piled up on me. I went into panic mode for a few moments. Holy shit, I'm moving. What if I don't have clients? What if I don't have this work? What if? I know better. But like everyone else, I have human moments. And so I was stuck in those human moments. Then that's when the worthy started to come. And that's when the financial stuff started to come. And that's when I was very aware that I've already been working on this stuff. But being very aware of all the little things that you have to do and the work that we have to put into place for ourselves to make the change smooth. And that we can't expect the universe to take care of every little detail for us if we're doing shit all. We're doing none of the work to help that process work. So we can't keep trying to move forward if we're not going to do the healing work that's needed to go into the rest. Okay, so I'm just going to look back for a second. Why is it not scrolling? Oh, because it goes upside down. Okay. So I read Ashley's. Okay. Melissa. Yes, Melissa, please message me. I'm going to be closer to you. And Teresa, I'm excited to be closer to you too. Oh, okay, Linda Green, that's who I was looking for. So don't some decisions require more than just faith? Yes, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You have to put the work in, right? It's like, it's more than just faith. So sometimes you gotta, you gotta use both sides, right? We need to use our logical brain. We need to trust our instincts. We need to trust our gut. But there's logic that has to go in. You have to have work. You have to have money, right? You have to have all of the things that keep it well put together. We can take all the leaps and jumps we want and trusting the universe, but it also takes work. And you gotta put the work in. And so that knowing that it's a joint effort. We're always co-creating. Remember that. Well, no matter what you're doing, you are co-creating. Peggy Edie, I'm so close to Leduc, and I was only recommended to get in touch with you. See, Peggy? Yeah, I'll be there in a few weeks. So it's like co-creating. You have to put the work in as well. Never ever getting to do it. And change can be scary, but change is only scary. Who just wrote that? Bianca. So change is only scary because we're taught to be afraid of the unknown. So if we're prepared, if we prepare ourselves as much as we can, and if we have faith and trust, and if we trust our gut instinct, and we do the work that needs to be done, and then we know that we don't have to see what's at the end, but knowing that we are all put here upon this earth, in this time, in this life, to make the change, to make changes so that we can learn and grow. We're not here to sit comfy, cozy, on a couch that we buy in the same spot and make no changes and do nothing any different because we are afraid of life. When we're afraid of life, all we're doing is just existing. And my book is called More Than Existing, The Journey from Shadow Self to True Self. So when we're living in that kind of fear, you're living in shadow self. And shadow self is actually what I'm just going to talk about a little bit about. Is that, when we're a place of fear, and we're not making no changes, and we're only doing the same routine over and over and over, and it's not serving. If it's serving you and it's working, freaking great, stay at it. It's perfect. It's working. But if it's not, if you feel heavy in your heart and you feel like you're not doing what you need to do, and you feel so unhappy and everything becomes a challenge for you, that's fear of the unknown. That's when you need to make the jump, and you need to be not afraid of the fear and to walk past that. Because when we're living that, that's living shadow self. When everything that you were taught way before of don't you dare do that, don't you be afraid to make those changes, you find one good partner, you better stay with them for life, blah, 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 blah. All those things are all the things that you were taught. And so when we're living that life of that programmed, that's living shadow self. And when you feel heavy and burdened and weighed down, you're living in shadow self. When you truly are ready to make a move, you feel that excitement in your heart. You feel that, that little bit of nervousness, but you're like, oh, I need to do it. And you make that leap and that jump. That's your true self. That's you stepping into your true self. So yeah, never be afraid to make changes and live as the goddesses you're here to be. Tina, a great change is coming for me. Thank you for helping me believe in change is good. Good, Tina. I'm glad you have a change coming. And Lasan, he has a great plan for us all. Exactly. Yeah, some things are totally out of our control, and we end up exactly where we're supposed to be with the exact people. Bianca, you told me before, step forward even if it's unknown. I did. And after, it felt so right. Exactly, Bianca. Yeah, sometimes you just got to make that step forward. Thank you, Joyce. Okay, so I'm going to do the card for everyone to start with, so everybody gets a card. And then I'm going to go into some cards for people. I don't think I want that. Or do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Sorry. Just deciding on cards here. Everything as it should be. So fear has no place in the unknown. Exactly, Yvonne. All right. So yes, to everyone that will be close to me in Edmonton, Leduc, Red Deer, those areas, I will be available for in-person sessions. Blaine, love a card, was working on a vision board about shadows this morning. Cool. Yeah, Blaine, that's like it's a big thing for me lately, is to be writing about the shadow self. I did about 5 pages this morning in my book about the shadow self and where we sit there. Okay, so this card is for everybody first. Joy. Joy is the card. And with this, so we have a full moon coming on the 29th, I think, which is Tuesday. And I really feel that with this full moon, that we're actually coming into a place of some joy. It feels like it's a happy moon. And so I just feel like there's a shift and change and some happy energy. And I know because I'm feeling in here that there's some breakups and some breakup, I wrote down, some breakups and some heartbreaks that are happening right now. But you have to know that during that this is happening so that you can find some joy and happiness in your life. And I just feel it around you, and I'm like, I just want to scream out to you, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, you're going to be okay. Things are going to be okay. You are going to be fine. It's just that it just feels like there's a shift that's happening again with this full moon. And as Tracy and I were talking about earlier, this is what they call the Buddha full moon. And if anyone really knows about Buddhism or the Buddha and how, his parents didn't want him to venture out, wanted him to just stay home and just stay protected because it'd be safer, didn't want him to be exposed and have his heart hurt. And so knowing that it was going to be a challenge to step out there, he had to go without the support and love that you probably should have had. Not that they didn't love him, but they were fearful for him. And so it's like, doesn't matter that sometimes it's not pleasing everybody or it's not sitting well with everybody, that your joy, your happiness is going to take you disappointing some people. So even if you're the person on the other end, know that sometimes the person leaving us or not staying with you is staying because they also need to find some joy and happiness for themselves. And does it make it feel right? No, it absolutely does not. But what if that journey is that they're opening up a space for you to find your joy and happiness? And if you are the person who's making a decision to put you first, stop apologizing or stop explaining to other people why you are doing what you are doing. You don't have to explain to anybody. It's not for you. When we're stepping into a place of joy and happiness, we're making a decision to put us first. And so when we're walking away from our shadows, when we're walking away from our shadow self and making a decision to step into our true, authentic, real self, we didn't say that everybody's going to like the authentic, real self. We didn't say it was about making sure everyone in the world loves every piece of us. What we're saying is that it's time for you to, with or without everybody's support, that you're making a choice to be so loving and kind to yourself that then you're opening up and you're spreading the vibration that the right kind of people or the right people that you're choosing gets to experience the joy and love that you have and that you're radiating out into the world. And when I was walking the streets of Toronto, on my first day there, I had some time for myself. I was walking the streets of Toronto and somebody stopped and it just had to, he's like, I just have to tell you, you radiate love. You glow. And I don't know why, but you make me feel happy. And I'm like, thank you. that was like a confirmation that I was doing some of the work that I needed to do for me, and that was making me feel like, because I'm living in a place of joy. So many of you are starting to live in a place of joy. And just with this full moon that's coming, I just feel that we are all stepping into a place of a higher place. And there's a joy that's around us right now. And so even if you're having some challenging times, and like I said, every situation is different. This is not about everyone's story. This is in general, just a general. That I just feel like there's just, with this full moon, watch it. I feel like it's going to be big, glowing, full, and I feel like there's pink around it. I feel like there's pink love around it, and there's so much love and energy around it. And of course there's heaviness, there's heartbreak, there's all this stuff still in the world. I can't include every bit of it into the general, into the whole general of it, but this is what it just feels like with the moon. And I just feel like there's just a radiating energy of love and light around the moon right now. And that so because it's a moon, that just feels like it's a good time to write down how you want things to go. I always try to make others happy. You do, Beatrice. You have such a radiant beauty that when I see you sad, it hurts my heart to see you sad, because what you do for other people, Beatrice, is incredible. Your heart is so big. And it's so wonderful. And it's such a small little package, has such a big heart. And you radiate that. So write down, it's a good time Tuesday, when Tuesday comes, that you already have started to write down these things that you're ready to start to see in your life. How do you want to see your life go? What changes am I ready for? And one thing I learned is start to, in your journaling, when people say, oh, I can't write, is to start to write, I remember. I remember, you know, I remember these good times. I remember these things that made me happy. I may be going through this, but I do remember. And so just allowing yourself to do that. Okay. I have 3 names that are coming up that I just want to put out there because it keeps floating through. So I have a George, and it's a dad who passed away recently. You're welcome, Beatrice. Hi, Allison. Lasan, my heart feels so full and happy, exciting lately. Yeah, it is, Lasan. There's something. So I have a George, a dad who passed away recently. I wrote this down as I was meditating to come in. And I have a Raymond and a Cynthia, and I have one more. I have 4 actually. I have a little girl. She was a daughter, and she was about the age of 3 or 4 when she passed away. And so I have these people that are sitting here. Natasha, dad, passed away in April. George, bigger belly, I think in healthy days, had a bigger belly. Is this it, Natasha? Is this him? Yes, okay. He wants to give you like the 14th of April. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. He wants to give you like the biggest hug. It's like he's trying to give you like this massive bear hug. Almost like he didn't get to give you this before he passed. And he's got this jolly laugh. Like his belly vibrates when he laughs. It's like he was so happy that he could be here. And he was like, don't forget me. Don't forget to mention me. You better mention me. You better talk about me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about you. And he just wants to give you the biggest of biggest hugs. Like he's like, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Whatever is going on, whatever is happening, I am there. I am not missing a moment, and I am not missing a beat. And you might think I'm not there because you think you need to hear me. I am there. And I have not missed nothing. I'm present. I'm so present with you. And I just want you to know that I've stayed with you. And so he's just loving you up, and he's hugging you. And he says that Mom is sometimes not always the most optimistic. I got a good report. He wasn't here for it. Oh, he was past it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he was there for it. He just wasn't there in human form, but he was there for it. So know he heard it. Know he's there with you. But he says sometimes your mom's not always the most optimistic, and sometimes she's a little, she gets a little bit kind of negative. But know that she's just as happy as he is about all these things that are happening in your life. And so he's kind of grinning at that, and he's like, I don't know if she's listening. If she's listening, I'm sorry that she's kind of listening. But but he loves her anyway, even though she's not being the happiest person sometimes. But know that he's hugging you, loving you, just he's just there for you. And also, stay here, Natasha. Stay in. Don't leave me yet. This got to do with more than one. And I don't know. That sounds like dad with mom. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Who's Jim? I got a Jim coming through. So I have a Jim coming through, and I don't know if it's just because it's all the same town or if it's just, but I have a Jim. Jim. Jim is saying, no, I don't know if this is exactly for you, Natasha. Jim is saying that there was an accident. There was an accident, and it's recent, and everybody is fine, and he was there. He was there. And it was okay. He was protecting people. He was keeping everybody safe. Vera. Your father. Okay, Vera, did you guys have an accident recently? Recently? Ronald Froud. My mom was a Thorne, so nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Okay, no, Natasha's not you. It was Vera commenting right after. Okay, no, that's Vera. Okay. Yes, the long weekend. All right, Vera. Yes, Vera. Yes. Okay. So you see, you guys, it's all connected. Okay. He was there protecting, helping you guys out. You guys don't have room, Vera. You guys do not have room in your lives right now for tragedy. Is what he's saying. There's no room right now for tragedy. You have good things coming, and so it was like, but you need to slow down and pay attention. You are a busybody. You are a busybody, and you are very caught up in a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff happening. And it's like, just relax. Breathe. Everything is happening all the perfect time. You are? Okay, yeah. Everything's going to happen the perfect time. Just be present with it. Be okay with it. It's all going to flow. Breathe. In other words, just breathe. And sometimes stop talking. I don't know why he's telling you that. Sometimes stop talking and listen. Oh, yes, you have a new baby girl. Okay, so, yeah, that's the good thing. But stop talking and just listen to what somebody else has to say. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's like, you're not always the right one. But you're the loved one. You're very loved. But you're always doing everything for everybody else, right? So you're always in charge. And somebody else can be in charge sometimes. So just breathe. Slow down. Enjoy the summer. Relax. Be present. And then the other persons that I have a Raymond and a Cynthia. And I'm not sure this, and I have this little girl, and this little girl passed away about the age of 3-4 years old. She has blonde hair. I'm not even sure who she belongs to. I don't have her name. All I got was love and like Ariel or something like that around her. And I don't know if that's her or if that's just like the angel Ariel being around her. But I can just feel the presence of this little girl. And she just feels so in a place of love. So if anyone's joining in that owns this, that would know of these people, Natasha, Vera's always worrying about others. She is awesome friend. Yeah, okay, she's always worrying, right? Stop worrying. Stop it, Vera. Relax. Time to relax a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to pick back through. Can I have my list? I'm looking at the list, so I'm picking from the list now. I'm still looking for... I am reading cards, Debbie, and people, you're all being added on. Madison, your hair is so... Oh, thank you, Madison. This is my sunbathing, writing outside, and I'm all crispy, nice and red from sitting outside reading and meditating and writing today. I spent all day out there. So I am looking for Rhonda mix something. That's all Tracy got wrote down. Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda Mick. And Rhonda MC. Rhonda MC. That's who I'm looking for. Oh. Okay, Tamara. Yes. Okay, stay with that. Okay, I won't lose her. Okay, Tamara? I will not. Oh my God. Okay, I will not lose her. But I'm going to pull a card for Rhonda, and then I'll come back, Tamara, to Cynthia. Oh my God. Okay, I know this. Hi, Lana. Okay. Jody Wilson, hi Corey. If you have some words of strength, that would be great. Okay. All right. I'm looking for Rhonda. I don't see. If you're here, Rhonda, I need you to post that you're here so I can do a card for you. If not, I'm going to go to the Cynthia, and then hopefully you're still here. Is she still there? Okay, I don't see Rhonda right at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to go to Cynthia. Tamara. Hold on. I'm just bringing her back. Okay, Cynthia's looking for her daughter, Tamara. She's looking for her daughter, and she's very worried about her, and she's and I don't know how much you'll know of this. And she says she's worried about her mom, and something about her mom. I don't know if she's talking really fast. Hold on. I got to get her in. Okay, so Tamara, something about something that is being given to Cynthia's mom that is... she's not sure if it's the right medication she needs, or something that they're like a block or something that's in her body, that's her legs are either swelling, hurting, something that's happening within her body that's kind of being missed or overlooked or something. It's like there's so many things that are happening, but she's also saying that very worried about her daughter right now, and that her daughter's life is good. Like her daughter is just, she's very stressed, and that there's a lot of pressure on her right now, and that she's just needing to she's needing to know that her mom is there. Her mom is sitting beside her wherever they are, whether it's in a hospital room, whether she's at home sitting there, wherever it is, that mom is with her so strong. And I want to cry. Tamara, I want to cry. I want to cry because it's like an overwhelming sense of love and an overwhelming sense of needing everyone needs to know Yes, Carissa. Everyone needs to know that Cynthia is very present right now. Cynthia is very there. And so Carissa, so if you can tell Carissa that hold on tight to her mom, that her mom is helping her through everything that's happening right now, and that her mom is her strength, and her mom is with her as she's going through this. And I wrote down Cynthia's name right here before I started, and it was like somehow somebody would be here that could get this message to her daughter, to Carissa, that to know that mom is present, mom is there. And I'm not sure exactly how well her grandma is right now, but know that her mom is, that Cynthia is there to be there for her mom, but to also still be a mom to Carissa, and that she's stronger than ever. And in this place that she's in a healthy place to be able to help. We don't know the outcomes. All we know is that she's there. But there's something that's like in Cynthia's mom that I feel like is being mistreated or misdiagnosed or something. Something, it just don't seem like it's connecting. But it's something going down her leg. So I don't know if she's having to have some surgery. I know she hasn't been well. But if she's having something in her leg, but please pass on the message. Yeah, Cynthia's like, blah, 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 blah. Just so excited to be here. Just so that I can hear her, just so that we can do this. She's persistent. She's been persistent since I sat here. So yeah, it's definitely that Cynthia, because now she's quieting. All right, I still haven't found Raymond. So whoever owns Raymond, thank you, Tamara. Thank you so much. Okay. And I still don't have Rhonda. But I have somebody in here tonight who's going through either a breakup or like contemplating a breakup or struggling in a marriage. Really struggling. Hi, Shaiva. Somebody is really struggling with either a decision, a breakup, or going through something. And I just want you to know that the burdens that are placed up on you as you're going through this, that you need to remember you're not doing it alone. That there's more, that there's the guides, the spirits, there's people with you that are helping you through this challenging time that you're going through this, whatever, if it's a breakup or if it's just something that you've been challenged with. And you might be someone who's picked for the card for this, but I just need to tell you. I just feel that need to tell you that you're not doing it alone. Okay. Marianne, is that you? Are you going through some challenges like that? Okay. I'm really sad that Rhonda's not here because she's been in a few weeks asking for a card and she's not here to get the card that was for her tonight. So, I am going to go back and choose again. Peggy. Is it Peggy Edie? Aw, thank you, Jackie. I'm so glad she was happy. Angel. Feeling an urgency for something, not sure how I'm feeling about it. Okay. You sit with that for a moment, Angel. Shelley, is Raymond a cowboy? He's definitely, okay, so Shelley, he's definitely a manly man. Raymond is a manly man. He's a jeans and t-shirt kind of man, or a jeans and plaid shirt type of kind of man. Okay, Peggy. All right. I see you. Okay, this card is for you, Peggy. I'm choosing you for a card. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I feel like you have some things you're trying to sort out in your life. I feel like there's some challenges happening around. And I just, think you're looking for a shift or a change. Yeah, okay. There are, yeah, it's okay. There's some challenges around you, and instantly when I start to go in through some thoughts for you, and I'm trying to look through your aura, look through your life. Do you have a son? Peggy, do you have a son? Because for some reason, I'm picking up a son. He's over to the side, or a male somehow in your life there that he feels like he's a son. But I'll go back to the challenge and stuff when I'm waiting. So I feel like there's just some challenge, some shifts that you're trying to make in your life, and so I'm basing the card around that. Okay, just that there's something there. Let me see. You know, I know. What? Okay, I gotta look back. There are. I know you know. Yeah. Okay. So, Peggy, I won't go into like huge personal details, but I really feel as if there's something that needs to kind of break open in your life. Like it's like you need to you're breaking out of jail a little bit here. You need to break yourself free. Like this is you're someone who very much keeps to yourself. You're very much someone who really keeps your life private, and you keep things to yourself, and you put on that perfecting the perfectionist. So you show that face to the world that you're all about being, put together and keeping life together. But you're not always that put together on the inside. So the inside and the outside don't always match. And so it's that kind of hiding for a lot of time the pieces of you. And so right now I feel like there's just that urgency to open up and to let yourself out. Blaine, waken me the joy of where wisdom overflows, where eyes is centered and heart is burning sun. I like that, Blaine. So the card that I've chosen for you is the Earth Fairy. And there's a little bit of mischievousness in you. Do you understand what I mean, Peggy? There's a little bit of mischievous inside of you. There's a little bit of that little devilish little kind of bad little girl that would like to have some more fun, but you put yourself last. You put fun last. And you're always in that sense of kind of sometimes so kind of caught up in the energies of life, and you're caught up so high like in the panic of things, and that you need to pull yourself down, ground yourself, and that you need to start to rebuild yourself a new foundation, that your foundation is crumbling and things are falling out from underneath your feet, and life feels like it's sometimes falling out from underneath your feet. It's because it's meant to right now. Things are challenging you. You're being challenged to make some changes in your life. But you also have to be very aware. There's some physical health things that are happening. And the physical health things that are happening because you're so worried about what is to come. So worried about what you haven't done, right? And I just feel like there's some physical body stuff that's happening right now. And it's like stress and strain on your body. Spine, knees, hips. Spine, hips and knees. I just feel that alignment. And so you have to align. And it's I have seen what is coming. It causes, yeah, exactly. You've seen it. Like, I just feel like you're so far, but you can't control what's coming. There's some things that are out of your control. And this is where I feel like you're trying to control, trying to make the changes, and some things are not meant to be changed. So let yourself be a little bit higher in your energies, but also still stay grounded and building that, letting that foundation crumble a little bit, because some of the changes that are happening for a reason. And I don't know if some of this is around a little bit of relationship wise, but know that you're going to be okay. You have to just stay grounded. Can't control it. And I know some things I can. Yeah, exactly. What's in your control, what you can work on, those type of things are, that's things that you can do, right? But the things that are out of your control, kind of don't let them suck you down. Don't let them pull you down, because I just feel like it's easy for that stuff to kind of pull you down a little bit. You have so much to give. Yeah, you have so much to give. And there's, I'm going to ask you this, and I don't know where this comes in around you. Where does addiction come in around you, in your circle, in your life, in your family? Because I don't know where this, it's like it's around you like this. Something of addiction. Oh, I know, but the one thing you can control is your voice. Speak your truth. Say what you damn well want to say and what needs to be said, and don't worry that it's going to hurt somebody else's feelings. You're not here to worry about hurting somebody's feelings. Your mom was addicted. Okay. So Peggy, I just feel like it's like so in your energy. I just like surrounding you right here. And that was also not in your control. I can just feel the addiction and how it's, my almost son-in-law has addiction issues. Yeah. I just feel like it's around you. It's like, but it's playing so much that it's like, just as I was talking shadow self, the addictions, yes, I'm tired of keeping my feelings to myself. Yeah, no, freaking speak them. Don't freaking hold them back no more. Let them out. So when I was talking about the shadow selves, that I feel as if the addictions that you endured, the addictions that you've seen in life, those things have contributed to some of the shadow self of you that's been living so far, that's been coming forward with you. And that to know that you are not the addictions, that you're not the stories that your mom told. You're not that story. That was her story, and that's her pain and suffering wasn't your pain and suffering, but you wear that pain and suffering. And it's like, I just want to, I physically want to pick it up and like take it off. And I just feel like that need to just like lift it off of you. Like it's not yours. It doesn't belong on you. So that's what I feel like we're doing. I feel like we're like, as a healer, I'm just like imagining taking this off of you so that you can start to clear that bit of clutter out and move that to the side and kind of start deciphering through so you can file it and put it aside so you can acknowledge it when it needs to be acknowledged for what it is. But yet you're also able to now speak your truth from a place of it's okay to not worried about hurting anybody's feelings, because what you're feeling on the inside right now is the most important. Yeah, it kind of got embedded in you over the years. Exactly. So it's like I'm imagining lifting it off of you, and that it's not really, it doesn't own that space anymore. And we don't, and so that perfecting to perfectionism, right? Really putting that face on to go out so that people wouldn't see that life and how that's really feels like that's followed you for a while. Doesn't matter what people see. It's what you know in your heart. It's what you know you are. It's what you know you live. Live that. Live your truth. I spent about 3 years going around with absolutely no makeup on because I really wanted to get away from the fact that I always had to put the face on and the image on, because that's what I was kind of what I was taught. And so I spent years going around with no makeup on so that I could expose myself for me. All right, Peggy. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to give you that card. And like I said, just know that you're building a new foundation. It'll be pretty. It'll be very pretty. It'll be because it's going to be something that you're building. It's going to be your foundation, colors you want, the life you want, and the way you want it to look. Yeah, you're not the addictions. Remember that. That's your mom's story. That's not yours. Okay. Blaine. Blaine, if you're still here, this card is going to be for you. From one medium to the other medium. This will be your card. As we're working through shadow self. Blaine, are you still here? If you're still here, you got to tell me if you're still here so I know. Yeah, you are. Okay. Can I ask you if you lost a good friend? He's male, and I don't know if he's a good friend or if he was somebody you worked with or that you were doing some work on. And this gentleman is like a strong man. Like I feel like he has some muscles. He's ripped, but he also had some struggles. And I don't know why he's around you so much as I know that he's thanking you. He almost, you know what he looks like to me? He almost looks like you. That's what this guy looks like to me, Blaine. He looks like, it's like he's similar to you in a lot of ways, but I don't think he was living as his true self. And why he's around you, I don't know. That's not in your cards. That's just what I'm seeing over here. Like I'm seeing right here by the side of me. Tell him to put his arms away. It's like, these big strong arms. That's what he's like. He's showing off a little bit for me here. And I don't know why he's there. But he's there. Your six-pack is better than his. Well, you can have a contest with this little spirit, with this spirit that's with you, okay? And is there somebody who has Mighty Mouse? Do you remember the cartoon Jake Maxon? Okay. All right. And yeah. Okay, he's your competition, okay? You remember, he's your competition, and he's winking at you. He's your competition. And that's a little joke between you and him, and to remember that. And I don't know where Mighty Mouse comes in, but I'm picking up Mighty Mouse. So you know that little mouse with the cape and the whole cartoons, and he could flex his arms? Mighty Mouse. And that's all around. You yourself. Yeah, he was a good fella. Okay. Yeah, he feels like a good fella. He's kind. He's a kind guy. He's a bit of a prankster, a bit of a jokester, but he's a good guy, and he's present with you. You watched it a lot as a kid. Okay. I don't know why. It's really funny, Blaine. But yeah, it's just like that. That cartoon of Mighty Mouse is just like all around us and feeling it. And it's like, you need to really step into your relaxed energy. Like your childlike energy. You need to step back into being the childlike in you. You're sometimes too serious. And it's time for you to step into that childlike of you. I really want you to own the 6-year-old. I don't know why 6. Not sure why 6. What was happening at 6. But I want you to own and really empower and embrace and kind of jump around and just be happy with the 6-year-old. So remember that party we were talking about we should be putting off? That really needs to happen. You need that. Something that really steps you into that... that having fun energy. I just feel like your life has had a lot happening, and you've been very busy, and you've been very business oriented. Very business oriented. And the business is well, and the business is going to go well. And there's more and more being drawn into your business, but it's okay to kind of step away for a little bit. He was the third friend who was there for everything. He died 3 weeks after my car crash in 2005 from carbon monoxide. Oh, okay. That makes so much sense. Oh, I'm so happy he's here. And I'm happy to be the one that can have him here. He's like a pretty cool guy to have next to me. That's why he's so similar to you. Okay, I get that. Well, he's telling you to relax, bud. Time for you to relax. Go back to being kid-like for a while. It's like you've done a lot. You've had a lot on your plate, and you're like the superhero for a lot of people. You're there for a lot of people, but now you need to be there for you. You've invested a lot lately, and you've invested a lot of energy, and you've invested a lot of yourself into others, and you need to pull it back a little bit and either go camping, go on a vacation, go visit some friends, go do something that's just for you. And I don't mean go to the gym and like work out some more. That means let it all go. No challenging yourself, no pushing yourself. You need to just sit for a while in your relaxed self. I've been dreaming of a vacation. Yeah, take it. I don't care if it's a weekend. In the midst of all my change, I booked a vacation to Palm Springs in July. And the card I pulled was disruptions. And it's like, there's just these things that are disrupting you from being able to be parts of yourself. And part of that is that when you're so busy in work, and when you're so busy growing companies, and you're so busy building the next business, because I just feel like you're constantly trying to find the next best thing for you, that you get distracted from your true essence of who you are and what you're here to do. And so you have to pull it back in, rein it back in, and do what you need to do. Just for fun. So be all of that. Have fun. Know that your friend is with you. Flexing muscles. And he's your competition. And that go back to watching some Mighty Mouse cartoons. You might actually learn something. Who knows? There might be a spiritual message in the Mighty Mouse. Maybe you're getting a Mighty Mouse tattoo for fun. I don't know. But just step back into that little boy and just let yourself have that fun dance. I just see you being able to jump up and down and just having that kind of excitement and fun. And the full moon is coming, so it's a good time to kind of make something happen. All right. Go howl at the moon. Tracy over here says, go howl at the moon. Yvonne says, go play with a 6-year-old with a bunch of 6-year-old Blaines. Yeah. You used to party a lot. Okay. Yeah. I think we all used to party a lot in our young days. But yeah, you need to, and it doesn't have to be a drinking party. It's not like probably the old days, but just that embracing that kind of fun. Felt like that wasn't a path for me after he died. Yeah, no, it's not a party. It's not a go get drunk kind of party. I think that kind of stuff is past, right? And so for him, it's go live life, right? Live life, because he's not getting to live the life, so you get to live the life for him. Or he's living a spiritual life, but he's not living the life. So the modern day Blaine, live life. That's when you got serious. Yeah, you forgot to live. You got so tied up. And we do that. We get so tied up. I spent years doing it myself. And when I went into a store on the weekend, there was a woman working, and she says, I'm so happy to see you bubbly and happy again, because that's you. And I feel like that's like, Blaine, you're not meant to be that serious. You're really not. You're not, it's one thing to be captivated by what we do, but you're not meant to be that serious. You're meant to really live life. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to Angel. Are you still here, Angel? Not sure if Angel's still here. Angel, I really feel like that sense of urgency you were talking about. I really feel like what's happening with you is that you are so sensitive to the energies that are happening and the energies that are exuding right now. Oh, there you are. So I feel like you were really good at going with the flow of life, and you were letting the flow happen, and then you got caught up in trying to make shit happen. And so that you kind of start to drifting and losing your way a little bit, and you got to get back into that. And so know that you, being the spiritual being that you are, and the energetic person that you are, and you feel energies, that you're feeling the energies of a lot of stuff happening. You're feeling the energies of a lot of people right now, and also that you're living in a place where there's a lot more people surrounding you. And so that you have to put your bubble on when you get ready to go out, when you're out in public, when you're around, and that life is changing, and life is changing kind of quickly for you. So you have to kind of breathe. Just breathe in and just say, okay, it's all good. I'm here for a reason. Life has given me what I need. I'm not meant to go back to the old place. Not meant to go back to that life. This is my life now, and this is all good. And so there's just this sense of breathe through. And what's most urgent is that you really truly start to get back into the essence of you and the path and the direction that you were going. And just because challenges come up, and just because little things challenge us, it doesn't mean that we're stopping the path, stopping the journey. Just keep going. Just keep going. And just know that you are gifted. So because you're gifted, and because you can feel other people, that you got to brush that crap off, and you have to just keep knowing it's not yours, and to not take on what's not yours. All right. I am staying in a little bit longer, so I'm going to do another. Let me see. Hello, Jenna. Lorraine Lyons. Lorraine Lyons, are you still here? You're very welcome, Blaine. And Blaine, I will be in Grand Prairie soon. I think I'm coming up June the 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there. That's the plan. There's Lorraine. Okay, Lorraine. Lorraine. This card is for you. Lorraine, don't take off more than you can chew. Don't take off more than you're ready to. I feel as if, don't take on more than you're ready to. I feel as if this summer, I know there would be, it's busy, but I feel as if you need to say no to a few projects or a few extra things. Is that you want to say yes to everything that's going on and everything that's happening, but I feel like you have your own stuff happening, your own time, that you need your own family time, and you need a break. You need a break sometimes. When you take on too much, you become too overwhelmed, and that to know that it's okay to leave the work to other people sometimes, or to say no to a few events or something that's coming up that you don't have time to do, but you're trying to squeeze them in, and that not to worry, the money will still be there, but not to be challenged. And Lorraine, is your mother still here, Lorraine, or is your mom passed? And the reason why I'm asking this is because there's a woman here, and I'm not sure who she is, but there's a woman who has kind of bigger hair. And I don't know who she is, but it's like, I don't know if in the 60s or 50s she wore it like bigger, or or if she just had thick hair. But and all I'm seeing is her hair. And it's like she just showed me her hair, and I don't know why just her hair. And it's like she's here telling you that take it easy, slow down, you don't have to do it all, you can ask others, type of thing. And so this woman is like kind of giving you like a little bit of heck, because she sees that you're depleting your energy, you're taking on more than you can chew sometimes, and you're just tired. And she's got a bit of a personality, this woman. Oh. And the card that's flying out, so I'm giving you two. Maybe she's had her hair done. Maybe. And of course, the hairdresser in me often sees the hair on people. That's how they always come through. It was something about the hair. Okay. And so the two cards that I pulled for you was the spider and the stag. And the spider is about the creative projects. So you can create so much better work when you're not overworked, right? And the stag is about pride, leadership, being that, putting so much pride into what you do and manifesting that through. And I just have this sense or feeling that you make a really good leader, because you're not the bossy kind of. You make a really good leader, but you're to step aside and to let others help you create the images that you want. And it's okay to step aside a little bit and to not always be so involved. But also, Lorraine, I don't know if there's another grandchild coming, but I'm feeling the sense of baby energy around you. Not you having a baby, but around somebody in your family, in your life. I'm just feeling that baby energy. And so, don't know if there's a new baby coming right away, or if somebody's thinking about a new baby, but it's strong, it's all around you, and I'm feeling it. And it's good. It's good stuff. But take some time for you this summer, okay? Please. Sherry, I'm looking forward to you moving. A card, please, of God. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, I'm kind of looking forward to my move too. A little bit stressful. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit stressful. Gotta somehow get all my stuff from Slave Lake to Leduc in the next few weeks. Plus teach 2 courses. And plus do my day-to-day stuff. So, I am going to do one more card that's for everybody. Actually, I'm going to do 2 cards that's for everybody. And the first I'm going to do one from the self-care cards. I know, Sherry. I know I'll make it happen. It'll happen. Yes, and anyone who's asking about readings and stuff, I do book private sessions. I am booking, I think I have a couple openings left the end of June. I'm booking pretty much almost into July right now. But there is a few openings left in June. It just, I don't have a lot of evenings and stuff left open. But also, don't message me on my personal page, because if you're messaging me on there, I don't get to see those messages come in, and I'm always got to go search for them. So I do go check every few days, but then it's a few days before I get back. Message me on this page, on the Corey Thorne Intuitive Spiritual Guide page, then I will get them. Also, yeah, if you want to book private sessions, you can do that. I also book group sessions, so you can do like a group of people. And I do travel. And I will be back in Grand Prairie June, I think it's the 23rd, 24th. Somewhere around there, I'll be back in Grand Prairie doing about 2 days of readings there. And I will post the event thing for that this week so people can get booked. All right. Oh, yes, and I'll be in Red Deer sometime around the last week of June. Not sure the day. Oh, my God. Those cards are flying. Sorry. They're not the cards that I want to flip. Well, not that. It was just too many to be a jumping card. As I've said before, as many people know, I have a neurological condition. I have no feeling in my hands and my feet, so I don't know how tight I'm holding things, so everything flies out. Choice. Reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. So, this probably goes back a little bit to Lorraine and stuff too, is if... Oh no, Lorraine, you lost your connection? Oh, you're going to have to go back and watch over. Okay, wait, hold on, Lorraine. I'll come back and just kind of try to recap a little bit because I won't remember things as fast as they go. You'll have to go back and listen. Just kind of go to that point of where you were in there. Listen and then message me. Choice. Reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. So if you're somebody who's overcommitted yourself, you've taken on too much, know that you can cancel some of the things that you have committed yourself to. Know that you can change your mind. Or if you've kind of said, you know, oh, I'm going to stay in this, you know, unhealthy relationship, or I'm going to stay in this work environment. Yeah, I'll stay. But everything is in you telling you that it's time to go. Go. Make a choice, make a change, like do those things. But it's because you have a right to not to stick. Just because you've said one thing doesn't mean that is the way it has to stay, or that you've committed yourself. It's like, don't be worried. Don't be worried that it's going to disappoint somebody. It's about making you happy so that you're not disappointing you. Jewel. I will be in Calgary. I don't know when, because I've got a lot of people starting to message me, Jewel, so sometime over this summer, I am going to come to Calgary. I just want to get moved first. So once I get moved, or Vanessa, Jewel, I'm not sure which one's the first right name, but once I get moved, I will be booking a couple days or day, because I'm not that far. I'm only going to be living in Leduc. So I will be booking some time in Calgary. It'll be over the summer. One more card for everybody. So Lorraine, what I was asking if your mom is here or passed, because there was a woman, if you're still here, Lorraine, there's a woman that was here, and she had bigger hair or fuller, thicker hair, something like that. But she was telling you that it's okay to not be so involved, or it's okay to take some time and for you, and to not take on such heavy load. You know what it does. It exhausts you. It depletes you of your creativity. She's kind of giving you like a little bit of a lecture. So I don't know if it's a mom or if it's an auntie, but it's a woman, and it's her hair is what she's showing me. She was known for she's known by her thick hair somehow. And a baby. A baby, Lorraine. I feel baby energy around you. Not that you're having a baby, but that somebody around you possibly having a baby. But to turn down, say no to some of the work as well, Lorraine. You can't take on everything. If you're full, you're full. If your calendar is full, don't do any more than that. Priorities. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. When you need to say no and you say yes. When you need to say no and you say yes, you will notice a big drop in your energy. and you will find what you're saying yes to becomes so much more difficult to do. And the more yeses that you put out there when you really want to say no to people, the more tired and depleted that you will be. Vanessa is my name. Okay. All right. So yeah, time for you. Time for you. All right. And I think that's kind of all I got for tonight. Thank you all for joining in. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy that we didn't go pixely tonight and that we got a full connection. It was like, yay. I'm looking forward to next weekend. Yeah, this coming weekend. Hey, Linda? Yeah, June the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, right? Yeah. Yay. I'm teaching Reiki this weekend. I'm teaching this weekend, and then for anyone who's in the Slave Lake area, I am teaching a kind of beginner basic course for the Angel Tarot cards, and I'm using that deck of cards just to teach about Tarot and angels all at the same time, but also connecting to your spirits and to your spirit guides and your angel guides and just all of that. So that class is $100 if you're here, and you get the big deck. And I think the deck's at the shop. You get the deck of cards with the class, and it's a 4-hour workshop. It's here in Slave Lake. If you're around the area and you want to take part, it's on June the 10th from 1 to 5. And then I am teaching a Reiki class this coming weekend. I'm doing all levels. I have everyone from level 1 to 3, and I have somebody taking their master teachers with me. Tracy is. So if you're interested, I might be able to fit 1 or 2 more people in the class. The class is a little bit bigger, but I think I did have one person have to reschedule for my next class. So if you're interested in that and you're in the Slave Lake area, that's this coming weekend. Everything else is coming up would be September in big classes and stuff that I'll be teaching, but I'm always here for private sessions. I'm always here to do group sessions, whatever it may be. I am working pretty much on and off the whole summer. Private sessions I'm doing all summer. So, but I am booking into the end of June. If you're messaging me, because I'm seeing some messages pop up on the screen, if you're messaging me for private sessions, I will get back to you. And it might not be tonight, but I'll get back to you by tomorrow, and we'll figure out some times. But yes, I wish you could be here too, Beatrice. And I will let everybody know. So when I do post where I'm going to be, I always make an event page on my business page. So if you're just watching this tonight and you're not already on my page, go like my page and follow it so that you can get the alerts of when I'm going to be in different towns. Yeah. All right. Thank you all, and have a wonderful evening, and so happy to be here with you all. Enjoy the full moon that's coming. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.